Cryptocurrency is very dangerous. You want to continue to work the 40 hours a week? You want to continue to work the 60 hours a week? There is nothing wrong with that if it is working for you. I did it for years. But if you're looking for change, if you're looking for some things to happen that has not been happening in your life, you want to change the spectrum of your financial situation, you're going to have to take risks. What are you going to have to do? You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. You're going to have to cross the street. Stand on this side of the street is very comfortable. It is very easy. But crossing over, getting to the other side of the street is sometimes kind of dangerous. It is sometimes kind of scary. There's a lot of volatility when it comes to crossing the street. In order to cross the street, there's going to be cars and traffic in the street. There's going to be trucks. There's going to be some stoplights, people running a light, going up and down, volatility, accidents, and all type of things. You want to cross the street, you're going to have to be careful. It is very dangerous crossing the street, especially when you plan with cryptocurrency and the volatility of the cryptocurrency market. But let me tell you this, if you were to make it over there successfully to the other side of the street, you may get bumped, you may get some bruises, you may get some scrape. But if you are to make it over to that side successfully, you will be rewarded. And when we're talking about success, we're talking about altcoin season. If you are not in cryptocurrency, if you are not standing strong, if you're not dollar cost averaging in, and if you throwing your hat, throwing the towel in, saying that it's over, you will not be able to make it to the other side of the street. Yeah, it's dangerous. Yeah, there's a lot of volatility over there, but the rewards over there is well worth it. So some folks like to be comfortable. Some folks' risk tolerance is a lot different than others. But as for me, I am taking that journey to cross the street. I'm in the middle of the street right now. I'm looking to the left. I'm looking to the right. I'm paying attention to the traffic, paying attention to the market. What's going on in the geopolitical realm? What is China talking about? What is Mexico talking about? What is the United States talking about? Iraq, Iran, the SEC, Jerome Powell. What is going on? That is how you are able to cross the street. I'm locked in with a cryptocurrency community. We're over there in the Patreon. We're rubbing elbows. They're sharing information. I'm sharing information. I'm keeping my ear to the market. Going to the Thursday night live show, listening to what the market sentiment is all about. Listening to what other folks are doing, because we are all on that journey crossing the street together. Some people may be further along than me. I'm listening, paying attention. They can tell me what I should be looking out for. And I may be further along than some other folks who are just now trying to cross the street. I could tell them what they should look out for. Watch out for the green lights. When you come around this corner, look out for this. So coming together, taking advantage, but understanding that it is a very dangerous and volatile journey that we're on in the cryptocurrency space, but it is very rewarding. High risk, high rewards is the name of the game, and that is what the journey that we're on right now. So welcome to the Stock Holiday Show. Welcome to the Stock Holiday channel. I appreciate you guys for continuing to support the channel. Let me get this out the way. This is not financial advice. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any cryptocurrency. Got to get that out the way because YouTube be all on my helmet. So let's go ahead and get into the gist of this video. We're going to be talking about where we are in this space, some of the things that we should be looking out for. Currently right now, Bitcoin is holding strong. Bitcoin is doing this thing. We're at $107,205. Ethereum, $2,435. Those are excellent levels for the top two cryptocurrency coins. I'm looking at the global market cryptocurrency cap. Market cap, we're at 3.28. I'm looking at that curve. That market cap curve is looking awesome. Fear and greed index is at 49. We're right there smack dead in the middle of 0 to 100. We're right in the middle. We're right in the middle of the street, waiting and ready to cross so we can successfully make it to extreme greed. That's the goal, is to make it to extreme greed. But currently the fear and greed index is at 49, smack dead in the middle. Bitcoin dominance still strong, 65.01%. Ethereum dominance 8.96%. But that's cool. That's nothing to worry about because we understand that Bitcoin dominance, this is what it's supposed to be doing at the end of phase one. Now we need to see Ethereum dominance show that it is solid, confirmed, and solidified to officially say that we are in phase two. Look like we are. We've seen Ethereum do about a 90% pump over the past couple of months. So that right there is letting us know and showing us that Ethereum is now starting to outperform Bitcoin. So that is a good thing. We know that we are in phase two. Even though some of our altcoins are beat down, some of our altcoins are looking red, that's typically the time to buy. You don't want to wait till the markets are green or shooting up. I did a video a few other days ago. I showed you when I was buying towards the top in one of my newer portfolios. Those prices were high, especially compared to where we are right now. We're going to surpass those levels, and we are going to continue to run. XRP, $2.10 right now. Once the news come out about XRP and they say that they are no longer in a court battle, once the court case is completely 100% resolved and David Sachs, which is the crypto czar, come out and give us that good news, XRP is going to pump overnight. You're talking about going from $2 to $3.50 to $4 overnight. And guess what's going to happen to the rest of the large cap coins? Those coins are going to run. So maybe that'll be during the start of when phase three happen. Maybe that'll be when the large cap coins really start to perform after we see old man Ether do his performance. He come up there, grab the microphone and do his dance. Also, we know about the geopolitical issues that we have. We know that we are in a temporary pause when it comes to the tariffs. The tariffs was one of the main things, one of the black swan events that has caused the market to dip in 2025. The unexpected dip, the black swan event, happens every cycle. So, there was a 90-day tariff pause. That 90-day deadline is coming up. I think the 90-day deadline is July 9th. We are about a week and a half away from July 9th. I was reading a news article today. They were saying that China and the United States have come to a semi-temporary agreement. Now that's positive news, even though it's not a 100% agreement, but just the simple fact that these guys are talking about how they can come to a resolution to where both sides can win and we can put these things behind us and we can get back on to our trajectory that we were on in January 2025. January 2025, there was a lot of positive sentiments. I didn't hear not one person saying that the bull market was over. Nobody was talking about a bear market. As soon as the tariffs came, then everybody wanted to be a bear. The market is over. The 4-year cycle is dead. Just because of a black swan event, you must not have done your research. You must not have known that each and every cycle we have seen black swan events. And after these black swan events, we see the market continue to run up like it does every year after the Bitcoin halving. I was also looking over there in the stock market, the S&P 500. You're talking about all-time high. This happens every cycle. I remember 2020, 2021, when the stock market started to pump. Soon after that, we saw cryptocurrency, especially the altcoins, started to run. A lot of these high speculative, low cap stocks are pumping right now. A lot of these penny stocks are pumping right now. The penny stocks, the high speculative stocks, these are like the meme coins, altcoins for the stock market. These coins are running. I'm expecting the cryptocurrency market to get a little bit of dose and run off of the positive motions from the stock market. It is all one big financial market. Each one feeds off the next. So, and we also can never forget that we do have the pro-cryptocurrency administration in place. That is not to be taken lightly. That is one of the things that will help us to cross the road. That one of the things that will help us to get over there safely to the other side of the street. Folks are invested in cryptocurrency so they can have financial freedom. Folks are taking the risk so they can secure their future financially, maybe even make generational gains. Everybody is in it for a different reason. Some folks are in it because they want to buy a new house. Some folks want to be debt free. This is one of the only assets, one of the only investments to where you see folks making a 20x, a 30x, 5x, 45x, things of that nature. not too many other places legally to where you can take your money and multiply it by 40x. It is done every 4 years in cryptocurrency. Once we get that parabolic window, we get that altcoin season window, lives change every 4 years. We are in it to win it. We're tired of being on this side of the street. We are trying to cross over to the other side of the street. We want to be over there with the 1%, the 2%. Most importantly, we want to have a financially free life. Yeah, money is not everything, but why do you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning? So you can make that money, huh? Why do you have to travel 2 hours to take your kids to daycare? Oh, because you got to go make that money. A lot of the things that we do in life is evolved around money. You want to make sure that you got your love for God, that you keep your spirituality in check, got your family situated, love your family. We're not talking about loving money. We're just talking about securing our bag so we can have the necessary resources to where we can have freedom. When you got money, you got a little bit more freedom. I don't have to get up at 4 a.m. I don't have to be in town this week. I can go to another country this week and relax. I could call my cousin, auntie, uncle, brother and say, meet me over here in Italy. Meet me over here in Minneapolis. Something like that. Why? Because I now have the resources from taking the risk in cryptocurrency, and now I've crossed the street and I'm going to help my family, friends that are close to me, get over here to the other side of the street also. So understand that this is a very dangerous and very volatile thing that we are investing in. But ultimately, if you're able to get across the street successfully, if you're able to follow the fundamentals and stay in there with an awesome cryptocurrency community, paying it with other folks right alongside of you, telling you to watch out for this, watch out for that. Did you hear about this? You will be able to make it over there a lot easier versus trying to be a lone wolf and it's just you trying to cross the street by yourself. You don't want to get wrecked. You don't want to be buying the tops. You don't want to be trying to cross the street and you don't know what a 4-year cycle is. You don't want to be crossing the street and you don't know what the Bitcoin dominance mean. You don't know what phase 1 mean, phase 2 mean. You need to make sure that you're involved in the cryptocurrency community, especially if you are a newbie. If this is your first time investing in cryptocurrency, come on over there. Join us in the Patreon. We would love to see you over there. We have a great and awesome cryptocurrency community. But like I say, I just continue to come to you guys every day just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.